Running a Fever, episode 366. It's about the fat.
Wow. So it was about a 3 month.
Yeah, that's a lot to lose in a short period of time.
It is. It's more than I think is healthy. I was definitely somewhat dehydrated for that weigh-in. And I knew that it was going to be, I knew, that as soon as I'd start eating again regularly, I'd probably, gain some weight back. And I did. Or when I first heard of it, I was under the impression, it's just a high protein diet. But it's actually not about the protein, it's about the fat. It's not really based so much on BMI or on weight, to be honest with you. It's really on how I feel in my clothes and how I feel when I look at myself.
That sounds really healthy to me. You're still trying to lose weight.
Yep.
What has changed?
The keto thing has kind of made me not be so carb heavy. I don't have as much meat as I used to have. Now my proteins are very, very lean. That's what's changed from keto. I have yogurt every day, but that's all the dairy that I have. It's kind of like being an alcoholic, Once you are an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic, and you look at alcohol differently. Well, my addiction is food. But it got to a point where cardio only took me so far, and as you get older, you lose more muscle mass, and you've got to find a way to maintain it.
Right.
So I've found a method of weightlifting that is very effective, but also that's enjoyable and not so stressful either. I feel great. I feel great. I feel better when I eat healthy. I know that.
Yeah. Welcome to Running a Fever. My name is Michael Davis, and this is a podcast about fitness, diet, and medicine. My goal is to live a long, healthy, happy, active life right up to the very end. And I want to do it by loving my life enough to make it last as long as possible. If that's where you're going, then come on along and we'll get there together. I'm pretty sure I was very critical of the keto diet from the beginning. And even in this interview, you can tell that Michael had lost a lot of weight, but his wife, as his medical professional, told him this was not a healthy way to eat. It seems pretty obvious to me that a diet of almost all fat cannot be healthy, despite what the body is doing. The ketogenic diet, popularly known as the keto diet, is, as Michael mentioned, high fat. It reduces protein intake to the minimum necessary, and the same goes for carbohydrates. It was originally developed to treat a disease called refractory epilepsy in children. Used as such, it can reduce seizures by as much as 50%. The name comes from ketone bodies, which are used to replace glucose in providing energy to the brain when the body is in ketosis. Ketosis is caused when carbohydrates, which normally provide glucose fuel to the brain, are not available. In this case, the liver converts fat into fatty acids and ketone bodies. The keto diet is really a rebranding of the Atkins diet, which became popular in the 1970s and 1980s. Long-term effects are not known because people rarely stick to the diet for very long. The changes Michael made to his lifestyle after he stopped using the keto diet seemed to be fairly healthy. Exercise, a reasonably low-calorie diet without being extreme, and the elimination of sugar. You can lose a lot of weight in the wrong way, as I have proven over the years. The yo-yo must be stopped, and a fad diet is no way to accomplish that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this blast from the past. And remember, if you have the fever, keep it burning. And if you don't, catch the fever. And I will talk to you next time on Running a Fever.